In the United Kingdom, we had the Brexit. We had the Brexit. And you've got the Trump. Fucking hell. What an absolute mess. I'd have thought you'd have learned by our mistakes. You didn't learn by your own back in 2016 when you voted for Donald Trump. The last time, those of you who did. I know many didn't. But I just don't understand how anyone can sit by and watch their friends be picked up and carted off and sent to the El Salvadorian prison, getting the head cut off and stuck in a cage, treated like, well, you wouldn't treat cattle like it, quite frankly. The people working on these planes have, well, they come forward and pretty much said, well, the conditions are just not humane. Well, we know the prisons that definitely aren't. See, the El Salvadorians, they don't give a damn. They're getting paid, aren't they? They're getting the money. That's what they care about. When the money stops flowing, those people in those prisons will start disappearing. Or it'll end up being some sort of organ trade. I won't be surprised it's already happened. Because the kind of people that they are. Sorry, but I just say it as I see it. Anyone who's willing to treat people in that way have no qualms about inflicting pain, injury and theft on people. They just haven't. Because they're evil bastards. And those of you on the right, or those of you who, well, thought that voting for Donald Trump would improve your life chances, feckin' idiots. Seriously. You are short of a few up there. Didn't you learn from your previous mistake? Back then, there was some people in the White House that sort of, calmed him down a bit. Held his feet a little bit closer to the floor. He was drifting off at one point, that he was. Especially when he's telling everybody to put bloody, shine a bright light on. Or drink bleach during the COVID pandemic. COVID pandemic. Heck, I'm a lunatic. And he still is. He is still that same man. But the reins are off. And the people that are around him, they all love him, they do. They say, oh, Donny, give me some more, they say. Some more chocolate starfish. And they suckle on a bit more. Oh, nutty that time, how that was. Oh, you had some corn, that you did. Oh, well, you got to have your fibre. But you see, Donald Trump, his upbringing, his father, his grandfather, especially his family and his kids. Oh my God, his kids. Eric Trump. Oh, an evil bastard he is. The other ones are as high as a kite. You don't know what meant to the next one he's doing or saying. Slurring and spluttering. There again. Donald Trump is doing exactly that as well. He's lost his fucking mind. I think the dementia's setting in there. I really do. But he's Now, I can blame Donald Trump as much as I like, alright? But really, when we have crazy people, we put them into crazy places with other crazy people, and then we lock the feckin' door for the safety of the population if they're dangerous. And that is what Donald Trump is. Dangerous. His family is dangerous. Lock the feckers up. But no. You're happy to vote for him. Happy to vote for a man who is now chucking people in prison for the crime of just being there. People who have, been fleeing tyranny. Going to find themselves in a fresh tyranny, out of the frying pan into the feckin' fire. And yes, some of them are going to be criminals. Of course they are. And yes, they should be deported. Of course they should. If you're drug dealers or, or just nasty pieces of work like to shoot people and drive-bys, well then, quite frankly, I don't give a shit about you. I really do not give a shit. You don't deserve the air that you breathe. Nor does Donald Trump. But those of you who voted just to remove people, just for the sake of removing people from the country, because apparently it was going to give you more job opportunities. No, you don't want to work. The people complaining and moaning about this, they don't want to work. Or they're frightened and worried about absolutely nothing. So we had it with the Brexit. We had it with the farmers. And I'm from Norfolk in the United Kingdom. And Norfolk farmers were the worst, from my experience. The most racist. But it was fair. Everything was based on feckin' fair. I don't want them around here. NIMBYism, you could say. In this case, against the migrants. And not wind turbines. Solar panels. Or houses, come to that. And where I'm from, in Norfolk, you ain't have any breaking in that. Hardly any migrants. Hardly any. You barely saw a black person. It's fair again, isn't it? Oh, but what if they come here? Oh, and they might rape me. Blimey. Quick, cover myself up just in case. I mean, it's literally like that. It's just, I know, okay, a little bit over the top, but it is literally just fair. It's the fear of the not knowing. It's ignorance is what it is. Ignorance. But it's not surprising. They voted to leave the European Union. We had the Brexit. And Donald Trump is like Brexit on steroids. Mark Carney from Canada, the Canadian Prime Minister, yeah, elbows up. I do admire the Canadians, because they're standing up against this tyranny, and the American people need to do it as well, and they are. They're protesting, but the protests aren't getting the coverage. You need to go to the places where you know you're going to get the coverage. You need to go to, argument's sake, maybe go to Fox News' studios, you know, and protest out there. Make sure that the people can't get in or out. Then other news outlets, make sure they cover you. Go to Washington, go to Capitol Hill, go to the White House. Go to places where you know you're going to get seen. Go to places where maybe there are other things going on. Go to the races. Go to the hockey. Go to the baseball. Go wherever you know that there's going to be people. And then it'll be forced onto the televisions and the, online media. It's no good just going through the streets now. They're not covering it. No matter how big they are, they're not covering it. You need to go places where it affects those who are ignoring you. Make sure they can't. And as for those who did vote for Donald Trump, fuck you, frankly. All this lark about, you're going to try and bring him back on sides? Nah. These people are just feckin' idiots. They've either been dropped on their head as a baby, or maybe when, I don't know, maybe they got partly drowned or something. I don't know, something's gone on there. Maybe the parents were, completely blotto, drinking too much. Maybe they're on drugs. Damaged that poor little fetus. No more common sense. Something not right there. Or maybe they're just inbred. Yeah, they're all shagging their sisters. That's what they're doing. Yeah, makes sense now. Or is it their daughters or stepdaughters, etc., like Elon Musk's father? Anyway, you tell me. Was it the latter? Please leave it in the comments down below. Well, it's time for me to go and just let me know how you feel about this, because I'm just sick of it, alright? I'm just sick of these bloody idiots getting airtime. Nasty, feckin' evil pieces of work. I don't get it nasty now, but anyway, they are. In fact, their balls need to be popped. Or just, cut the long bit off. Tie the bloody knot, I don't know. It's just, Crikey. They keep breeding, you know. Toodaloo.